The recording. Clavicle is not a flat bone. So sternum is a right answer and ribs are also. But Sangeeta, wrist bone is not flat bone. Wrist bones are, please tell me, wrist bone are which kind of bone?
Small bones and short bones, and it's all it's here in what we call flat bones, ma'am.
Everybody type on the chat box. So you people are doing good. We will proceed to our next slides. Sharing my screen. I think it's visible. Please reply me if it is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, in last class, we have studied till the divisions of skeletal system. Like axial skeleton consists of 80 bones, and it is the central part of body. And appendicular skeleton consists of 126 bones, and it is the peripheral part of our body, like limbs and our girdles. So, now we will go of the details of axial skeleton. So axial skeleton consists of, first of all, on the top of a human body, skull bones. Skull protects our brain. So skull bones are 22 bones. Skull consisting of total 22 bones. I should rotate the, yeah. And these bones can be classified by their location. So it is easy to remember how these bones are named. These bones are named on their location. So cranial bones are 8 types and form the bulk of skull. They help to protect the brain. Means these are the functions of cranial bone. They protect the brain. And these are the cranial bones. You can see here it is shown in different colors. Like frontal bone is 1 and it is on the front of our forehead. Means it is forming our forehead. So frontal bone is 1 in number. Parietal are 2. Parietal bone on the crown portion of head, and this is 2 in, these are 2 in number. Temporal bone are also 2 in number. They are on the ear, means temporal area. Temporal area means the area where our ear are located, or both ear are located at temporal area. That is why that bone is also known as temporal bone. And the between this frontal, parietal and temporal, a small bone you can see like pink colored. This is sphenoid. A pink colored bone you can see here. This is sphenoid. This is in the middle of the skull. Means it is present in the middle of the skull, and one more red, a bit reddish color you can see in the cavity of eyes. You can see here in the cavity of eyes, some a little bit reddish light is coming. That is ethmoid bone. This is also 1 in number. So 2 in numbers are only parietal and temporal, and the last one is occipital, which is in the back of head. Our small brain or hind brain is protected by occipital bone. So frontal bone is 1 in number, sphenoid, is 1 in number, ethmoid is 1 in number, occipital is 1 in number. Only parietal and temporal are 2 in number. They are located on the both side of brain. Like they are protecting the both hemisphere of brain. Okay. I think I should show once sphenoid and ethmoid in detail. Let me search in Google. Was my voice coming?
Yes, ma'am.
No, now
Well,
only when you explain, I don't know, it was not coming.
yeah, I thought that only because I was asking you and there was no response. I think there was an issue when I went to Google. So I will send you a clear picture of sphenoid and ethmoid in the group. You will be clear with those pictures.
Okay.
Okay. So now we will go further. Facial bones. Facial bones are 14 in number. Total 14 bones are there in our facial region. They are found in the front of the skull and make up the face. So, the divisions are ear bones. Ear bones are 6 in number, 3 in each side, found within the middle ear canal in the skull. There are 3 auditory ossicles on each side of head. They work together to transmit sound waves from environment to inner ear. Means 3 bones on each ear we can found, and they vibrate during any vibration or any sound is coming to our ear, inside our ear. These bones vibrate. That is why the vibration is entering to our ear and we can listen the sound. And next one is hyoid bone. Hyoid bone, the only bone that does not articulate within another bone. So, this is a very important question. Which bone does not join with any other bone? This is the only bone which is surrounded by muscles only. Means every bone in the body is connected with another bone. There is joints in the body between 2 bones everywhere. But this hyoid bone only does not form any joint. You can see here in the picture, this is the example of hyoid, means this is not an example, this is the hyoid bone, where the root of our tongue is situated. You can see where the hyoid bone is situated and how it looks like. So serve as a movable base of tongue. So what's its function? Serve as a movable base of tongue. High weight bone serve as a movable base of tongue. Now, our axial skeleton. Just a minute. Okay, I have not explained the facial bones, right? So we should go for the facial bones once. Here you can see in the picture, it is depicted in different colors. At the top, we can see nasal bones are one pair, means two in number each side, and the major yellow colored bone you can see here, that is maxilla. In both sides, maxilla is present, so two in number. The green major bone you can see here is zygomatic. Zygomatic is also present in both sides. That is why two in number. And just below the eyes, at the corner of eyes and nose, you can see this sky colored bone, small sky colored bone you can see in between nose and eyes, in the corner of eyes. This sky colored bone is lacrimal. Lacrimal is also a gland name that is responsible for tear generation. Lacrimal gland generates tear. So lacrimal bone is also there. This sky colored bone is lacrimal bone. Actually, this bone are not colored. It is for understanding better. These colors have been put to understand better. And in between the nose, which separates the both nose, is the vomer. You can see in between nose, in the middle of nose, blue colored bone you can see here is vomer. And beside vomer, there are small red color bones are there. Those are palatine. These small red color bones are palatine, and these gray colored bones are, these green colored bones are nasal concha. Two in number, they are nasal concha. And what is left is our mandible. That is one in number, and it is very big one, which consists our lower jaw. So our jaws are made up of three bones. First one is mandible, lower jaw, and upper jaw is made up of two bones. Those are maxilla. So now count. Nasal bones are two, palatine two, vomer one, inferior nasal concha two, lacrimal two, zygomatic two, maxilla two, mandible one. So these are the 14 bones of our face. And our ear bones are 6. High weight bone is 1. And next part of our axial skeleton is vertebral column. So our vertebral column consists of 26 bones. Vertebra separated by intervertebral discs. Each vertebra is given a name according to its location. So you can see here how our vertebral column is divided according to location. And each vertebra is separated by intervertebral disc. You can see here between each vertebra a cushion-like round structure is present. Between each vertebra a cushion-like round-shaped structure is present, that is intervertebral disc. Yeah. So our vertebral column is divided into 5 parts. So the top part is cervical vertebrae. So can you people differentiate between vertebra and vertebrae?
Singular and plural, ma'am.
And which one is singular and which one is plural?
Vertebrae is plural. Vertebra is singular.
Very good. So when we will talk about more than one vertebra, then it is vertebrae. So 7 cervical vertebrae are there in cervical region. Cervical region is below our skull to our on the top of our thoracic region, means the neck area. The neck area is cervical region, and on the neck area there are 7 vertebrae. They are known as C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. So for C for cervical, and as there are 7 vertebrae, they are named as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that only, thoracic vertebrae consisting of 12 vertebra. That is why ribs are also 12 in pair. Each vertebra is originating 2 ribs on each side. So thoracic vertebrae are 12 in number. Just like just like cervical, C, thoracic, T, T1 to T12. So C7 and T1 are the neighbors. They are consisting one joint. Just like that only, below thoracic, there is lumbar region. Lumbar region consisting of 5 vertebrae. Lumbar region consisting of 5 vertebrae, which is under thoracic region. Below thoracic region, there is a little curved area, that is lumbar region. And below lumbar region, there is sacrum. And this sacrum is a bit fused, means we have discussed about the bones of children. They are bones of children are 306 in number, but when they become adult, it becomes 206. Why? These vertebra and skulls become fused. So during child position or during child condition, vertebra are separated, but when they grow up, these vertebrae are fused. These vertebrae fuse. So these 5 sacrum vertebrae fused into one sacrum vertebrae. Just like sacrum, there is coccyx region below sacrum, and coccyx region consisting of 4 vertebrae, but they are also fused to one coccyx vertebrae. So now count how this is happening, and just tell me, if these vertebrae are fused, then how many vertebrae are there in spinal column? And if they are not fused, then how many vertebrae are there in spinal column?
If they are fused, then it is 26. If they are not fused, it should be 33.
33. Yeah, very good. So if vertebrae are fused, then it is 26. 7 in cervical, 7 plus 12 in thoracic. So how many? 19. 19 plus 5 in lumbar, 24. And it is fused, then 1 sacrum, 1 coccyx, 26. But if it is not fused, Then 24 plus 9 equal to 33. So you can see here the structure of a single vertebra. It is a top view of a single vertebra. Like it is containing a body in the frontal part, and it is having two pedicles and two transverse processes, two superior articular facets, and a spinal process. And in between them, the hollow space is vertebral foramen, vertebral foramen, on which the spinal cord is located. So the main function of vertebra or vertebral column is to protect our spinal cord. Are you guys getting clear concept of spinal cord and spinal column?
Yes, ma'am.
This free portion or the hollow portion of vertebral foramen, this hollow portion is known as vertebral foramen. Like these are the anatomical terms. Foramen is an anatomical term where in between bones a cavity is there, or a cavity or a gap is there, then it is known as foramen. So here we can see a gap is there in the spinal disc or spinal vertebra. So this foramen contains the spinal cord in it. So this is a very mechanized structure made by God in human body. You will be amazed by the processes and the work or the function and how these are made by so good engineering by God. We will study in detail on the further classes. And you can see here, this is the sacrum and the coccyx region, how these bones are getting fused. And you can see here these small foramens are there. These foramens are there for originating and transferring nerves, because our nerves are generated from this spinal cord, and these nerves are spreaded all over the body. So these nerves get out from spinal cord through these foramens. There's a small foramens you can say in the both side of vertebra. So these small foramens are responsible for the nervous transmission or nervous layout.
Ma'am,
Now,
are we supposed to memorize the names of the bones here?
I will provide you one flowchart, and that will be very helpful for you to remember very easily. It will be remembered by you all. Don't worry.
Okay.
Now, we will proceed to, now we are just looking about where the bone is located and how it is processed and what are the functions and what is their structure. Names will be remembered easily, and tomorrow is Sunday. You will get a good time to remember this. So sternum and ribs are 12 in pair, as thoracic vertebrae is 12 in number. So ribs are 12 in pair. So 24 bones are there in rib cage, but the total rib cage containing of sternum 2. So total 25 bones are there in rib cage. So sternum is one bone and it is having 3 parts. You can see here, this is sternum. and it is having three parts. These are not three bones. This is also getting fused. So we count sternum one bone only. It is having three parts. So sternum is located in anterior medial part of chest wall. This is located in the very front of chest wall and provides connection point for other parts. And other 24 bones are a set of 12 paired bones. Three distinct types are there. These ribs are divided into three distinct types. First are true ribs. True ribs are 7 in pair, are directly attached to sternum. You can see here, those ribs which are directly attached to sternum are 7 in number. And there are false ribs. False ribs are 3 in pair. False ribs are joined to these true ribs. You can see here clearly, false ribs are joining to true ribs by cartilage. This cartilage is known as costal cartilage. And water cartilage, please reply me. Which type of tissue is cartilage? Are you guys getting my voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we have studied tissue earlier. So please tell me which kind of tissue cartilage is.
Connective, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Connective tissue, and what it connects? It connects sternum to the ribs. Cartilage
connects-
is a cushion
It connects the two
between
vertebrae.
bones.
Each vertebrae that
It's a cushioning between two bones, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Cartilage connects two bones. It is not only found in rib cage only. Cartilage found in every joint. Cartilage connects two bones. Without cartilage, joint is impossible. Two bones are connected by cartilage only. That is why cartilage is connective tissue. You people are forgetting the last classes. So we will proceed. False ribs are 3 in pair and 2 pairs are floating ribs. What are floating ribs? Floating ribs generate from the vertebral column, but they do not connect to any other part of body. They just float, means you can see here in the picture, these floating ribs do not connect to any other part of the body. They are just generated from our vertebral column, but they do not connect to any of the false ribs or any part of our body, means any other bone of our body. So they are just floating. That is why 2 pair of rib bones are floating ribs. 3 pairs of ribs are false ribs because they do not connect to sternum. The ribs which originate from vertebral column and connect to sternum are 7 pair in number. So 7 pair in number is true ribs. 3 pairs in number are false ribs. 2 pairs of number are floating ribs. Total 25 bones are there in rib cage, including sternum. Now, appendicular skeleton. So, anybody conclude me, what are the parts of axial skeleton? Is it clear for you, everybody? What are the main parts of axial skeleton?
Yeah, skull bone, facial bone, rear bone, then the jaw bone, which is the hyoid bone, then the spine, vertebral column, sternum, and ribs.
Okay, let me clear once again. This blue color is depicting our axial skeleton. So, first of all, skull bones, then our face bones, facial bones, then hyoid bone. Hyoid bone is 1 in number and it is depicted differently. So at first, cranial bones or skull bone, then second is facial bones, third is hyoid bone, fourth is vertebral column, fifth is our ribs. And sorry, ear bones are also there. Ear bones are also there. So these are the parts of our axial skeleton. Next, appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton consists of 126 bones. Yes, anybody having any issue? Okay, no problem. So appendicular skeleton is having 126 bones and we will go for the detail. First one is pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle consists of 4 bones. 4 bones are where the arms attached to axial skeleton. It's made up of clavicle or collarbone and scapula. Means this pectoral girdle or shoulder girdle is consisting of 4 bones, 2 in each side of body, left and right. What are those 2 bones? Clavicle, 2 in number each side, left and right, and this scapula, 2 in each side. Sorry, 1 in each side, right and left. This scapula is also known as shoulder blade, and this clavicle is also known as collarbone. You can see here, this clavicle is depicted in yellow color and scapula is depicted in pink colored. On the top of shoulder girdle, clavicle, or we all know it by collarbone. The collarbone is clavicle and the shoulder blade at the back of our shoulder, we can feel the scapula. Next is upper limbs. So the shoulder girdle then next proceeds to upper limbs. Means our
What is the third one? Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. What is the third bone called? One is clavicle, scapula, and the third bone?
there are no third bone. These
There
are
two
yes.
pairs. I mean, clavicle on both sides and scapula on both sides, which equals 4. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you are absolutely correct.
Yes, ma'am. Proceed.
Okay. Upper limbs means our hands. And these hands are consisting 60 bones. Means each hand consisting of 30 bones. How humerus is the long bone of upper arm. You can see here humerus as purple colored. Humerus is the long bone of our upper arm or forearm or found on thumb side. Sorry, forearm or upper arm. Next is radius bone. Radius bone is found on lower arm and radius bone is the thumb side bone. Means if you check on your hand, so radius is located on the side of your thumb. And next one is ulna. Ulna is located at the side of your little finger. You can see here in the picture, radius is depicted by orange colored and ulna by green colored. and one of two long bones of forearm found on thumb side, second long bone of forearm found on small finger side. Okay, so till now we have discussed three bones: humerus, radius, and ulna. Next is carpal bones. Carpal bones are group of 8 bones found in wrist area. You can see here depicted by pink color carpal bones, how these are projected in human body. These are the group of 8 bones. Okay. Now, metacarpals. Metacarpals are 5 in number. You can see here it is depicted by green color, dark green. These are the roots of metacarpals are the roots of fingers. And finally, fingers are named as phalanges. The anatomical name or the bones by which fingers are made are phalanges. And these phalanges are 14 in number. You can remember it easily. Phalanges, ha, 14, ha. Okay. Phalanges are 14 in number. It is also 14 in leg 2. Phalanges means finger. Phalanges for finger for 14 for. Okay. Phalanges are fingers and they are 14 in number in hand and legs both. In upper extremity and in lower extremity, phalanges are 14 in number and they are fingers. How they are 14 in number, we will see here. Our thumb is having 2 bones. Our thumb is consisting of 2 bones, means 2 phalanges. And remaining 4 fingers are consisting of 3 bones each. So, 3 bones each in remaining 4 fingers adding to 12 in number, and this thumb is consisting of 2 phalanges. So 12 plus 2 equal to 14. Like this, our all fingers in hand in our leg are made. So I think you can add up on like 14 phalanges, 5 metacarpal, 14 plus 5, 19, plus 8 carpals, 27, 19 plus 8, 27, yes. And 1 ulna, 28, 1 radius, 29, and 1 humerus, 30. So each side 30, 30, 60 bones in 2 upper limbs. Now, our next part of appendicular skeleton is pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle is also made up of 2 bones. 2 bones are pelvic girdle, also known as hip or known as hip, is where the legs attach to axial skeleton. You can see here in the picture, this vertebral column is ending and vertebral column is connected to our leg by our hip or this pelvic girdle only. So these just a minute. Yeah. These 2 are hip bones. Sorry. These 2 bones are consisting 3 bones. It means these 2 parts of pelvic girdle are consisting of 3 bones each side. These 3 bones are ilium, ischium, and pubis bone. we will discuss in detail, and I will send you a detailed picture of this pelvic girdle. Which bone is which? What is the name of which bone in the pelvic girdle? So now we are proceeding to lower limb. Lower limb means leg. So the first bone of lower limb is femur, and femur is the longest bone in our body and the heaviest bone of body. Obviously, longest and heaviest. Next to the femur is patella, also called kneecap. Tibia. Tibia is the main bone of lower leg, medial side of fibula. Means tibia, just like hand only. Hand is our forehand is also consisting of two bones. Our lower hand is also consisting of two bones, and our lower leg is also consisting of two bones. Our lower hand is consisting of radius and ulna, and our lower leg is consisting of tibia and fibula. Okay, so the you can see fibula is the thin bone, or it is on the back side, a little bit back side, and tibia is the shin bone on the it is on the front side of body. That is why it is known as means it is written as medial side of fibula, and second bone lower leg, lateral side of tibia. Tarsal bones are 7 in number. Just like carpal, tarsal bones are present in leg. Carpal bones are present in wrist. Just like that, our ankle is consisting of tarsal bones, 7 in each side. And this proceeding to metatarsals, which are the root of phalanges in leg. So this metatarsal are 5 in number according to our 5 fingers, and these phalanges are 14 in number. And how these are 14 we have already discussed. So just like hand, our legs are also consisting of similarly 30 bones. Not very similar, because here patella is there, and in hand there is no patella. The carpals are 8 in hand, and similarly tarsals are there in leg, but it is 7 in number, and the missing one is shifted to our knee, that is patella. So this is the whole body 206 bones discussed in this class, and which bone is located in which area and how they are located is discussed in this class. So I think this is enough for today, and I will provide you a easy flow chart, and this ethmoid and sphenoid also, and this hip girdle also. So I think it's enough for today. Anybody is having any kind of doubt or any issue, then please you can ask. Everybody is okay with the concepts?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So we will conclude the class with ending prayer. Please sit comfortably, spine erect, eyes closed, adapt Namaskar Mudra in front of your chest, and repeat the prayer. Inhale and exhale slowly. Repeat the prayer. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Rub your palms. Put these palms on your facial muscles. Feel the warmth. Feel the energy. And open your eyes with a smile. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.